What is up, my good people? I am so glad you're here to join me again today. I have to tell you, I am absolutely shocked at the amount of responses and comments that you guys left. I'm shocked at the amount of subscribers that subscribed in such a short amount of time. I mean, I have to say, I am literally humbled. I really have to thank you guys for being here on my channel, listening to what I have to say. It's amazing to be able to just be here and share this knowledge with you guys. It's something that I'm really passionate about, is elevating other people. And if you're about that, type elevate in the comments down below. Because I think we as human beings get way too trapped in our own self and our own heads. And I think that we need to give more. I think we need to help other people, and we need to look for other ways to serve people. So I hope that this channel blesses you. I hope it elevates you. And I would just encourage you to be grateful for all the things in your life, even if things are not going well right now. Even if there's situations in your life you're struggling with, I would say keep grinding, keep your head up, and have a positive attitude. I know that's a hard thing to do sometimes. I know that we run into situations where it affects us, right? It affects our attitude. But just remember, we need to be grateful for the things that are in our lives. And by that grateful attitude, I do believe that other things come to us, right? What you project, what you reflect ends up coming back to you. So on to today's video. I want to talk about the potentials of making money in the market even when it's down, right? We just saw like a big crash because of, the deep AI release from China. Everybody panicked, stock market sold off. Everybody was wondering what the heck is going on, right? AI, small sparks of information, little moments of news in this space literally drives things down. Paying attention to news, that's what drives the market. So if you can get ahead of the news, you can make money in this space. And I think that's one of the keys to building wealth here, is understanding that news is what drives it. Sometimes the event launches and the price tanks. It's usually the news that drives that way up. And then after that news has driven it up, people take profits, right? And it tanks off. So be aware of that. I wanted to make you aware of a couple plays. I saw this coin. It's called XCN. It's Onyx coin, but the ticker symbol is XCN. So this coin, I was looking at it when it was down at 003. It's crazy to me how much this coin has gone up. And I've been in and out of this multiple times. And honestly, I probably should have just stayed in the one position instead of riding it in and out. But, I'm learning as I go as well. I'm more of a long-term type investor here. But I am playing some more short-term stuff, and I have made some money in the past on some short-term stuff. So I am wanting to capitalize on some of these moments. So, today it was up like 35%, this XCN way down at 003, peaked the market. I'm looking at my chart here on the backdrop here. You're looking at 0.04864. I mean, dynamite. If you go back in the charts, this thing's topping out 18 cents in the past. So, at a 3.369 that it currently is sitting, right? You're at a less than 4 cents, 3.5 cents. This is a good coin, honestly, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. Look at the charts. Zoom out, right? Look at what you're looking at. Look at the past, what it's gone to. That gives you an idea of the potential of this coin. So I think that is one that's on the radar. I don't know if you guys are holding XLM. I'm sure that you probably are. If you're holding XLM, type XLM down in the comments below. The other one is Hbar. I don't know if you guys are aware of this coin. Like I love XRP. Don't get me wrong, I love XRP. But there's some other coins out in this space that are absolutely freaking fantastic. And Hbar is one of those coins. Hbar, I looked it up here recently. I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a launch. Hbar launched into space in a groundbreaking collaboration with SpaceX, right? None other than Elon Musk SpaceX. If you haven't watched my Elon Musk video, go check it out. 10,000 XRP. This is why I'm bringing up Elon Musk again today, right? He keeps coming back into the narrative as a wallet holder of XRP, He's teamed up with Hedera Hashgraph, right? A mission Hbar is what it's called, to establish a blockchain node on a satellite launched by SpaceX. And apparently this thing went up to the ISS. It was launched November 4th, 2024 on the SpaceX's Dragon capsule as part of the CRS-31 mission, delivered over 6,000 pounds of scientific investigations to the International Space Station. Among the payload was a space entanglement and annealing quantum experiment known as SEAQUE. That's SEAQUE. Developed by NASA's Propulsion Laboratory, SEEK is designed to test technologies that could enable quantum computers to communicate with each other over vast distances, focusing on validating quantum entanglement-based communication in the space environment. I'm really gonna have to figure this out better, a better way to film this and look and get it all in at the same time instead of me like peeking around it. But anyways, I thought that was extremely fascinating. The Hbar has teamed up with SpaceX in this launch. I mean, that is really, really cool. And you got to realize, like, I was buying Hbar at 5 cents and 8 cents. You know, Hbar is only 30 cents. It went up, right, and had a correction as came down. That is another coin to look at. Hbar hasn't even come close to even started running, you guys. There is so much room for this coin to run. You're looking at XLM, it's same thing, so much room to run. If you guys own Hbar, comment down below. I'm curious, like, what do you guys like to hold besides XRP? I mean, maybe some of you here are a maxi in something else and you just found this channel and you've never heard of XRP. I don't know. There's a lot of people in this space that are into some other tokens, and I love hearing about them. It is fantastic. There's so much opportunity here. You've got to realize, all these ups and all these downs, we can make money this whole entire time. All right. You have to look for the opportunities that are there. You have to look for the news, right? We were looking for a vote on the XCN by Justin Sun buying some tokens and then staking them for 2 years. That was $1 billion worth of the XCN token. That vote ended up getting rejected. The community voted as the DAO and said, no, we don't want it. All right, the community is the one that votes. So they took another vote. I think this was 500 million XCN versus the 1 billion. And now they went ahead and put it up for vote. They passed it. So Justin Sun is going to take, with HTX, is going to take control of 500 million XCN and stake it for 2 years. This is good for the project. Whether you like Justin Sun or you don't, it really does not matter. This is business, you guys. We're not here to pick just because who we like. We're here to make money. That's what we're here for. You got to realize, if it's time to sell, it's time to sell. You guys need to take profits when you need to take profits. Do not sit in a position too long and let your profits decline. I have done this myself. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure you guys have too. It's a horrible position. You're up a whole bunch and you're like, wow, it's gonna go more, it's gonna go more. And you're like, man, am I gonna take profits? Am I gonna take profits? Yes, you need to take profits 100%. Honestly, I just kicked myself yesterday. I had a coin that was up 40%. Well, I've been getting these giant gains of hundreds of percent, you guys. Hundreds of percent in days. It's crazy. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. The amount of opportunity that is here, like, you can stack $20 and turn it into 100 and turn it into 1,000 and turn it into 10,000. I'm telling you, all the opportunity is here. All you have to do is look for the moves. Make small moves, stack it, put away your tax, right? This is short-term capital gains. I think we need to talk about that sometime. The percentages. Actually, let's talk about it right now. Short-term capital gains will eat you alive, guys. Absolutely, like 37% is what you're looking at. I mean, it's astronomical. It's bad. And then you got state tax too, right? You might end up paying close to 40%. It's not good. 35 to 40% is a no bueno for me. But it is what it is, unless you're setting up an LLC with Wyoming, right? And if you set up an LLC with Wyoming and you get the proper operating agreement and all that, and you transfer your crypto into that, And if you guys are interested in more of this information, let me know. You're going to save a bunch, right? It depends on what your state is charging you in capital gains tax for long-term or short-term, but you need to know that. You need to find that out now. Do not cash out your money and find out later on you owe this giant chunk of money you did not expect. And you've invested it into something else, and now you've lost it. And I'm telling you, just pull aside the portion, whether it's short-term or long-term now. So for certain states, around 7%. So my particular state is 7%. So at 7%, and then you're looking at federals 15 to 21 on long term, but short term is much higher than that, and it also depends on the brackets that you're at, right? How much money you're making that year in your business, plus the capital gains on top of that. And there are certain price points, and the price increases as you keep cashing out more and more, right? So there's ways to mitigate that, and one of those ways is to find a state where you set up an LLC with a lawyer and spend some money, right? You have to spend some money, but now you have an operating agreement. It protects you. It protects your finances. If somebody was to personally try to sue you, you now have it in an LLC. And we can talk about those protections at a different time, but I think those things are important. I think we need to start strategizing. You start calculating how much money is going in, what your profit is. You need to put money aside in taxes, guys. There's too many people that I see that are getting the profits. They're not taking any taxes aside, and they're reinvesting all the money, and they owe the taxes, and they don't have a way to pay it. If they lost the investment, like you probably won't, right? But it's possible you could. You don't want to do that. So put a portion aside. Be diligent. Make a notepad. Put your investments down. Write how much you bought it for, how much you sold it for, what each token costs, and your fees. Realize if you buy a token, it's $1,000. You put $1,000 into a token, and it costs you $25, right, in fees from that exchange. Keep track of all of this. Your profit and loss is what matters, but realize that I track all of it, literally, down to the tenths of a cent on each token. I write down at least 4 decimal places when I'm logging my prices in and I'm logging my prices out. It's really simple. Do it literally right when you do it. Write on your notepad on your phone if you're mobile. If you're at home, write it on your notepad at home. And just make sure that this stuff is set. I think we also need to have a serious conversation about all the scams that are going on. I think we need to have a serious conversation about everybody that's losing money. I'm seeing people lose $360,000 in scams, you guys. They're being scammed out of their crypto. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's easy to buy it, but actually holding it, cashing it out at the right time, getting it through the right channels, being able to get it to an exchange that has enough liquidity provided, that has enough network capacity to not have the whole entire system crash. I don't know if you guys have thought about all these things, but I've already been here. I've been in this market. I've already been through bull runs, right? I've seen it. I've already made the mistakes, and which is why I'm telling you, I don't want you to make the mistakes. That's why I'm here on YouTube, sharing my knowledge with you, elevating you guys. If you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe. Get the algorithm going. Smash the button, guys. I need this channel to go far and wide. We need to save people money in scams. We need to elevate people's finances. It's time to take control of your destiny. Stop grinding out there for someone else. Grind for yourself. You guys, grind for yourself. You're making the other man money. You're not making yourself money. This is what I'm saying. Start putting some of your finances. If you don't have finances, create the finances. You have a storage shed you're paying money for, $70 a month, $100 a month. What's in there that's valuable? Rims, tires. I talked to a guy the other day in the gym that had $1,000 of rims and tires in his storage unit. He can sell it, put it into crypto, and exponentially grow that. Look for the assets that you have that you currently are already in front of you. Take advantage of them, put that cash to work, and let's start compounding it for our future. I really appreciate you guys. I really thank you for hanging out on my channel. I feel literally humble to be your host. I am Justin with Wealth Building Strategies. I'm out. Take care.